versus George Hawkins III. Can I have parties announced?
Grant Hardy for the defendant.
Are you Mr. Hawkins?
Yes, sir.
Did you review the document entitled
Right out the gate, the tension's heavy. George isn't just here for a routine check-in. Every word he says could decide whether he walks free or faces decade behind bars.
motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same George Laverne Hawkins III who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 5390 for the offense of assault on a peace officer or judge on August 8, 2024 for a period of 8 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, state, you may proceed.
On or about the 30th today.
How do you plead to that, true or not true? Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes.
Think about that. He just said yes, knowing the court could throw him away for 20 years. Is that confidence or just a feat?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge. Not a motion. Consideration. Offense. Although we request contact across towns to create one
And what is the cause number?
2025 CC 006392.
All right, counsel, is that the agreement?
It is, Judge.
All right, you want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
George Laverne Hawkins III.
All right, so why were you at Frost?
Well, it began whenever I relapsed a year or so from methamphetamines. I was in drug court. I actually wrote a letter to explain it all to you.
Mhm.
Would like to see that, but I can explain it in person. So, I was actually doing really good in drug court. Kind of took me by shock whenever the district attorney came up to court, made the motion to revoke. I had been a year sober. I had been doing all the things. I was in prosthetic keys, going to groups 2 times a week, and also the individual sessions with Tammy Banfield, and also I was seeing the judge during his sessions each month, and I was also seeing Elsa Guajardo
All
over
right,
at
so there has to be more going on because felony drug court would not put you out of their program just because you started using again. So there's something else.
And here's a twist. Relapse usually means more support, not instant expulsion. So the judge is fishing. Was George hiding a bigger mess? Or was the system setting him up to fail?
What else is going on?
I did make a few slight mistakes whenever I was in drug court.
Let me just tell you, it takes more than that. So let me explain something to you. I am trying to decide whether or not to follow this agreement that's been reached with the state and the defense. Now, I don't have to follow it because your contract is not with them, it's with the court. I could sentence you to 20 years. But I'm trying to figure out what's going on with you and why you were put out of felony drug court. And what I can tell you.
And here's where Judge Boyd turns up the heat. She's calling out George's story because in drug court, relapse alone usually isn't enough to get you kicked out. That means there's more under the surface. The big question, is George hiding the truth or just lost in his own addiction fog? Stick around, this is about to unravel.
Because I've been an attorney in felony drug court. They do not put people out of the program because you relapsed. They do not put you out of the program because you're making bad choices here or there. What they try to do is they try to correct those issues Now, if you disappeared on them, they only have so much time that they can allow you to be on a warrant and you've disappeared.
Yeah.
So there has to have been something else going on other than you relapsed and you made some bad choices here or there. So why do you feel that they put you out of the program?
You're probably not gonna,
No, I mean, at the end, let me just tell you, at the end,
I believe is because the district attorney changed from what the bailiffs in the courtroom and Judge Glenn's courtroom told me. She had only been there for a month. So she wasn't able to actually see my progression throughout the process while I was in drug court for 8 months. I mean, I was at Lifetime for 3 of those months. I've been going to Judge Glenn's courtroom as required and going to my meetings with Elsa as required, going to my meetings with Tammy Banfield as required, and with the exception of two miscues, the last one being the close to the 30th there whenever I relapsed, and also going up late to my probation officer. Those were the few mistakes that I made. I mean,
because usually they give you some options. They tell you, look, we're going to try this last time, but we're going to do zero tolerance with you, or there's something else. So you're telling me this is all that's going on with them?
It baffled me as well. I was kind of speechless whenever I met there. And, I wasn't on my medication because I just got, but from what I gathered, it all just seemed very confusing. I don't understand why they decided to, because the last thing I heard from Elsa Slajardo, she from meetings going to 2 times a month, she switched it to 1 day a month. She said, because I've been doing so well. And the same thing with Tammy Banfield. She gave me less meetings, group meetings than the other peers in my group because I was doing so well. She even called me one of her best students. And I was on page 7, or I was on the 7th step out of the 12 steps in the MRT book. And I even got housing at the VA residential housing at the GI Forum.
And there it is. The patience is gone. George had opportunities, housing, programs, and second chances. Now the question for you, do repeated relapses prove the system doesn't work? Or does it prove George didn't want to change?
I was doing well, but all of it, that the one relapse, that it messed me up because I ended up losing my housing at the GI Forum, and which led me to going to the bank. I mean, I had tried so many places to get water, and then I had gotten sprayed in the face with mace because I was sleeping outside of a hospital because I got kicked out of the GI. Really, it's just I've been struggling with the addiction, with not having a job, which I attribute, the fact that I was able to get a job to drug court. Drug court did help me a lot, and Lifetime helped me a lot, which is kind of surprising when I was offered Lifetime again, which I would really like the opportunity to do that, because I think they did well, especially Darnell over there at Lifetime Recovery, and they also helped me get my identification straight. They even got my driver's license back and all my IDs, and they put me at a door to housing. It was just a great help to me. And I mean, I don't understand. I even saw you at the graduation ceremony. It was nice seeing you there as well. And I had gotten a job. I hadn't had a job in 2 years. I'd been unemployed, but I did end up getting a job just by looking at the bulletin board and drug court.
All right, so just 1 second.
Yeah.
Ms. Abrams, do you know why he was released from felony drug court?